been asked to do like a little mini 15 minutes course for stretches for maybe before the run and after the run, just to ease off those hips. They get super tight through that repetitive flexion extension sort of autumn through the hips. There isn't much work through the abductors and tension through the inner thighs, hamstrings, hip flexors. So if we can maybe loosen these things up before the run, maybe your performance will improve, less injuries, and also at the end when they're all so stiff, maybe just try and mobilize them, stretch them out. You don't have to do it for the whole 15 minutes, just as much as you can. Okay, so here we go, a few stretches for you. I hope you'll enjoy them. So at the beginning, I'd like you to mobilize, lengthen up a bit more, holding on to whatever you can, lengthen through the spine, and then let's see if we can stretch and swing those legs through. Nice. Stretch up, maybe even see if you can hold onto that foot. Good. Stretching out your hamstrings as you swing forward, your hip flexors as you swing back. And if you are reaching towards your toes, you're also stretching out that spine a bit more. Let's go for 3, 2, last one, and then swap. So about 30 seconds each, and then same thing. Swing it along. All the weight is on that opposite leg. So there is less weight there through those hips, less tension, more mobility, releasing that tension. See if you can keep that spine nice and strong, working through the core. 3, 2, last one, perfect. And then go at the end of your mat. Take a nice wide full breath and come up onto your toes, reach. Exhale, slowly roll down. Stay down. Bend those knees and straighten them. And bend and straighten them. Releasing the tension through the lower back, hamstrings, and your calves. Again, for about 30 seconds. Release that tension. Super. 10 more seconds. Stretch out, release your neck, your shoulders. 2, 1, hold it there, and then walk forward. Stepping forward with your right foot. Sit a bit lower down, stretching out through your hip flexors here. Push back through that back heel, and then bring your arm up. Rotate further, really opening up through that left hip flexor, hand behind, and then let's see if we can rotate down. Go down lower, and then rotate up. Arm back down. Swing that right leg back, left leg forward. Same thing. Straighten out through that hip flexor, push back through the heel, arm up, reach, hand behind, and then rotate and back. Super. Let's go 2 more on each side. Those hips get so tight. You'll also find it after the run. This will be so tight. And then down. Back. Other side. Reach in, lengthen. Arm behind. And then down. And up. And then 1 more on each side. Let's see if we can stretch those legs out more. Push back through that heel. Lengthen up higher. Rotate down further. And then up. Reach. Other sides. Push back through that heel. Bring your arm up. Chest up, lift up. Rotate. And then all the way down. And up. Perfect. And now this time as you bring your left leg back, please bring your right leg forward and then turn to the side. Squat down. See if you can bring your whole foot on the floor. Nice, pulling that kneecap up. Strengthening through the quads, stretching out through those inner thighs. Hold it there. Lengthen up through the spine. Sit a bit more down if you can. And on your next exhale, let's swap. Stretch out a bit more. Pull the kneecap up. Lengthen. Sit a bit more back. Reach up. Another nice and wide and full breath in. Let's do 2 more on each side. Releasing those tight hip flexors, inner thighs. Lovely. Back to the other side. The looser the hips, the better on the lower back. And then 1 more on each side. And your run will feel so much looser, almost easier. And the other side. Perfect. And then back to the center, legs a bit closer together. And then squat down. Squat down, the deeper the better again, to stretch out through those hips. And then see if you can bring your elbows in between the knees. Lengthen up, stretch out through that spine. Again for about 30 seconds. Maybe even try and push those knees out further. Mobilizing gently while stretching out. 10 more seconds. Lengthen up that little bit more. 2, 1, and then please sit down and let's go into butterfly. Bring those feet together, hands on top, reach and lengthen. Chest up, lift up, and then let's see if you can do the little butterfly. Lengthen up a little bit more. Stretch out higher. Bring those knees lower down. Release those tight hips. And whilst you are stretching them out and mobilizing them, I need you to lengthen up through the spine so that we don't just hang through the hips. Lengthen, take control. Engage those important muscles. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good, super. And then please keep that right leg bent. Bring your left over. Try and point it towards me. Please bring your left arm back. Pull up. And then that right elbow, see if you can maybe push against that knee to stretch out the IT band and then hold on to the knee. So the more you pull up and pull through the knee and then see if you can rotate. Rotate that spine, look back. Feel that lovely stretch in your glutes, piriformis area. Such an important muscle there. If it gets too tight, it can pull on the sciatica. Reach and lengthen that a little bit more. And then swap. Bend your left leg, right leg over. Make sure that your thighs are pointing towards me. And then please bring your right arm back, left arm, pushing that knee out and holding on to the knee. Chest up, lift up. And then rotate. Look back, feel that length in your spine. Deep breaths, feel that lovely stretch in your now right glutes, right piriformis. The piriformis is a muscle deep inside that glutes. Stretch that little bit more. Take another nice and wide and full breath in. Exhale, slowly release. Perfect. And then please straighten those legs out. The further the better. This is now all about your inner thighs, hamstrings. Lengthen up as much as you can in your lower back. Slowly roll yourselves down, walking those hands. The further the better. See what you can do. Instead of being all curled here, try and lengthen more. Feel it through those hamstrings, inner thighs. And then you can still go a little bit further. Take another nice and wide and full breath in. Slowly uncurl. See if you can bring those thighs up as well. Hands back, chest forward, reach. Let's go for 3 more. Go more forward, stretch out. Beautiful. Slowly back. Hands back, chest forward, reach. Please don't be too annoyed with yourself if you literally can't go any further. This is good. Chest forward. Anything is good. Hold it there. Take a nice wide full breath in. And then on that last one, please bring your right arm to your right foot. Start bending it. Bring that left arm up, chest up, reach up. And then bend over. Stretching out the quadratus lumborum muscle on the back side. Take a nice wide full breath in. Slowly swap. This muscle tense up so much. It just wants to stabilize us, to help us. But sometimes it gets a bit panicky and tense up too much. So stretch out, reach it out. Deep breaths into that quadratum lumborum and the other side. Reach and lengthen while stretching out these inner thighs, hamstrings, calves. Let's go one more on each side. Reach and stretch and over and the other side. Super. And then back. Perfect. And then I'd like you to go into the pigeon. So right leg forward, left leg back. See if you can go further back. So you're not sitting on your bum cheek, you're up. You're feeling that nice little stretch there through the hip flexor and through your right glute piriformis. Go down. To intensify it, I'd like you to see if you can do this lovely little rotation there through the spine, through the shoulder, and lift up at the same time. Stretching those areas out. Let's go for 2. Last one. And then come up into your hands. Reach up. Stretching out now the hip flexor on that left side. Reach out more, stretch and lengthen, pull more on your foot. Lengthen up higher and then reach and stretch. Hold it there, keep pulling, keep lengthening for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slide back, push up and then swap over. Knee a bit more to the side. Foot up higher, see if you can sit a bit lower back and then go down. Straighten out your spine, head up, chest lifted. And then let's intensify that stretch a little bit more. Just make sure that you lift through the chest, arm further back. Keep going, stretch. Lovely. Let's go for 3. Last 2. 1 more. Perfect. And then come up onto your hands. Chest up, lift up, bend your knee. Hold on to it. Pull on it. Lengthen up that little bit more and then see if you can lift your arm up. Stretch out. Reach up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then slowly down. Please lie down on your tummy. Bend those legs. Hold on to your feet. Stretching out again the front, those hip flexors, chest. And then bring those knees about hip distance wide apart, not further. And then start kicking your feet into your hands. Lift through the chest, but keep your ribcage on the floor. Chin up, shoulders down, shoulder blades together. And then start kicking. And kick as hard as you can for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Push up, curl and flex and sit back. Take a nice wide full breath in. And on your next exhale, slowly forward again into the cobra. Reach and stretch. And then slowly go down. Bend those knees, hold on to your feet. Remember, hip distance wide apart. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift up and then start kicking. Reach and lengthen. Feel the stretch in the quads. Opening up through the shoulders. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then slowly down. Push up, curl and flex and sit back. And then let's go back into the cobra. Push up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Reach up. Stretching out through those hips. And let's go for 2 more. Reach and lengthen. Last one. Reach and stretch. Slowly go down, turn it over. Bend those legs. Let's go into that happy baby pose. Push on your feet. Bring your knees and hips in about 90 degrees. Push those elbows into the knees. Keep that lovely stretch, stretching out your inner thighs. Bring those feet up a bit higher. Hold it there, knees a bit lower down. Push your lower back more into the floor, shoulders down, slight double chin. Holding it there for another 10 seconds. Hold it. Deep breaths. Super. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then stretch them out. Pulling on your right, bringing the left leg down, and then swap. Feel that stretch, and then lift your head up and see if you can pull a little bit more towards you. Lengthen that little bit more. Super. Stretch out. Maybe see if you can go up higher. Stretch out more. The looser those hamstrings and those hip flexors, the better. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and then 1 more. Beautiful. Perfect. And then stretch up, reach up first, and then go down. Stretch out, turn over again, and then let's go into a down dog. Please come up. Super, and hold it there. Hold it there. Hands into the mat, heels down, and then see if you can bend through those knees to stretch out through the upper back, through those calves. Nice. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Perfect. And then walk your hands towards your feet. Stay there again. Bringing your left arm to your right, full pull, and then reach up, stretch up. And the other side. Reach and lengthen. 1 more on each side. Stretch. Other side. Reach. Back to center. Bring those feet together. See if you can go a little bit lower down. And then bend your knees and straighten. Bend and straighten. Let's go for 6, 5, 4 more. Last 3, 2 more. Last one. Perfect. And then gently, one vertebrae at a time, uncurl. Lengthen yourselves up. Lengthen up. Take a nice wet full breath in. Reach, stretch, lengthen through the chest. Exhale, release. Second time around, come up onto your toes. Lengthen. Exhale, release. And then last and final one. Reach up, stretch up, lengthen up, and release. Super. Perfect. Thank you so much. Please try these stretches before and after your run. If you have time, you can shorten them, but as long as you mobilize them a little bit and stretch out, hopefully you'll get some positive results out of in your running and then afterwards as well. Let me know how you're finding it and if it helps. And thank you. Enjoy.